Hi everybody. So, let me kind of just jump into things. Okay, so the last time I talked to you guys, I told you I was taking the birth control and we were starting our IVF process, which I'm still currently on the birth control. I have 2 weeks left. So far, no side effects, thank God. I was very worried about that, being that I've never been on birth control before, and I was a little bit nervous. So, like I said in my last video, I was waiting for my packet from my fertility center, and I did receive that on Monday. Boy, it was a pretty thick packet, a bunch of information. It's right in here. And quickly, I'll just go over that with you. I do have a doctor's appointment today. I have to get blood work done, and it's just protocol. They have to make sure they test me for certain diseases before we start treatment, which is fine. I mean, I know they're all going to come back A-okay. I have no worries. They also gave me a blood order form for my husband because he has to have the same blood work done. And they gave me a list of prescriptions that I'm going to be on, which is right here. It's pretty long, huh, ladies? Yeah, pretty long. I was kind of overwhelmed when I actually see it. I know when we went to our consultation, she told me about it, but everything was happening so fast. Sometimes it's hard to digest everything you're being told in the doctor's office. And then when I got the paperwork, I'm like, wow, that is quite a lot of medication that I'm going to be putting in my body. But when you go through IVF, this is what you have to do. This is what's going to get you to your goal of being a mommy. So, you have to take it like a grain of salt and just push through, and that's what I'm going to hopefully do, and try not to be a big baby when it comes to all these shots. I think that's what scares me the most, is all the injections. I know a lot of people say, well, it's nothing, but everybody's different, and I'm pretty good with needles. I'm pretty good with giving blood, but it's totally different when you have to be at home and inject yourself in the stomach. Like, I've never had to do that before, and so it's just going to be a whole new stage in our trying to conceive, and just getting used to that routine, because I'm going to be on that routine of taking those injections. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost 11 days. This is my schedule of injections, and this basically tells me from starting August 27th all the way to September 23rd on what I'll be doing, or what I should be taking daily, and what dose of injections I have to take every day. So I will stop taking my last birth control pill September 1st, which will be nice. I have a class August 27th, and that is at 3 o'clock, and that's basically going to be a medication class where they will have all my medications, and the nurse will go over each one and how to administer the injections, where they have to go. I know there's one of my medications I have to mix together, so they're going to show me how to do that. All that stuff. So that's going to be interesting, and that's Wednesday, the 27th. Then I have a baseline ultrasound and a blood test September 4th. I start my injection medications on September 5th. So September 5th is the day when I will start all of those wonderful injections, ladies. And just to show you, this is how my chart looks right here. I don't know if you guys can make that out, but yeah. Which I'm very grateful that they put it in a chart, so that way I don't have to try to remember it, or I have to try to write it down. So that makes it really nice. So if everything goes as planned, and all my baseline ultrasounds and things go right, and they see that the follicles are growing where they want to grow, egg retrieval will be possibly September 15th. And if everything looks good with the egg retrieval, and those little embryos are growing to plan, then possible transfer for the embryos will be September 18th, 19th, or 20th. So I am getting a fresh embryo transfer. My embryos will not be frozen. As far as now is concerned, who knows what's going to happen the further we get into this process. Things can change. So I'm just praying for everything to go beautifully. I'm trying not to stress. I'm trying not to worry, but you can only do so much, and your thoughts get the better of you sometimes, and I just really have my eggs all in one basket, guys. I mean, literally. This is it. This is the last stop for us. And we're putting everything all in. We're literally going to the poker table, and we are putting all of our chips on the winning hand here. And that's the best way I can describe it. If I'm not even gonna think about if it doesn't work, because to me, I'm already thinking it's gonna work. Like, I have to have that mindset in the back of my mind. I don't want to worry. Like I told my nurse, to just tell me the basics I need to know about the worrying, about the medication, about the surgery, because I'm already a worry wart by nature. So just keep it as very, very minimal as possible, because I will get over worried and I will literally drive myself crazy. So that is my schedule sheet that came in the mail. Also, what came in the mail is our wonderful packet of our summary of financial responsibilities for IVF. So they have it nicely highlighted when our amount is due. Yeah, so that came in there. Then also the very thick packet of 17 pages of the possible risks and consent forms of IVF, right here, very thick. And I just start reading it, and I just cannot believe, like, it's so black and white on here, and they just make it seem so, like, I don't know. I'm a big believer in miracles. I'm a big believer in Lord, the God, obviously, and I just have to leave it in His hands. He knows exactly what's going to happen before I know what's going to happen. And I'm just like, honey, I just want to initial. I don't even want to look at any of this. I just don't want to know. And maybe that's foolish of me. But I've already had some really bad things happen, and so I don't want my IVF experience to go into it being already scared and oh, this isn't going to work, and I know I'm going to get a negative, because I just cannot think that way. I have to think positive. And this is the most exciting, right? This is the most exciting I have felt since our first IUI. So just to be able to have an embryo like grow outside of the human body, and how magnificent that is. And it's so mind-boggling to me. Sometimes I think about it and I'm like, how can they make that be? And thank you, Lord, that I was born in this time period, because if I was born in any other time, this wasn't available. If I was born in the 1950s, or even in the 60s, 70s, they didn't have in vitro. So, and don't quote me on that because I'm not sure when in vitro started, but still, your options were so limited, and now they are even better, and the odds are better, and everything is better. So yeah, I'm just really optimistic, and both Jerett and I are just going in this with open minds and an open heart, just like my necklace. Open mind, and just be calm, and just take one day at a time, because I'm sure that we're going to have our bad days and we're going to have our good days through this IVF, especially when I start the medications, because I don't know what to expect. I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube of other people who are trying to conceive, and they have gone through IVF or in the middle of the IVF process, and everybody's different. Everybody's body is different, and how they're going to react to the whole process. So I watch those, but I really can't base it on my situation, because everybody's situation is different. But I'm very thankful that they make those videos, because it gives me a little bit of perspective on what to kind of expect. So I'm very thankful for that. So along with the in vitro risk packet and consent forms, there is the declaration of intent. So basically the disposition of my embryos, which I really did not even have 1 second to even think about this, but basically these consent forms are as if something was to happen to me. Oh, my phone's ringing. Hold on. Okay, so that was a useless phone call. I really hate how they get our cell phone number and then they call us repeatedly about just stupid things. Like, that call right there was to advertise an alert necklace if you fall and you can't get up. Like, really? I mean, and I try to get off the call list for these people. It is like trying to pull teeth, and they are so rude about it too. Anyway, that's a whole different video. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. So basically this form is pretty much asking what I want to do with my embryos if, God forbid, something was to happen to me after they've been extracted. And if something was to happen to me, they go to Jerett. Do I donate them, or are they going to be disregarded? They're going to be destroyed. So Jerett and I was like, wow, we didn't even think about that. Like, so that's very, very hard to think about that, because you don't want to think about something bad happening, period. And then this is, you have to think about what you want. What do you want to do? Obviously, they're going to Jerett. I don't want to disregard or destroy my embryos or gift them away. Jerett automatically said, no. I want my embryos. I want our babies. And I would find a surrogate to carry our baby. Which then, I was bawling like a baby when he said all of that. So, yeah, we have to initial all this and get this back to the facility in about a week's time. So that gives us some time to kind of read over this stuff and initial them and everything. And Jerett, like I said, has to go get his blood panel done. And I'm getting mine done today. So things are moving along, ladies and gentlemen. Just really excited to get September to be here. Jerett's birthday is the 23rd, so it's next week Saturday, and we're going to celebrate his birthday. Don't know if we're going to do something quiet or going to do something big, not sure yet. And really the next 3 weeks I'm just doing stuff that I won't be able to do when this whole IVF process starts. So go riding on our quads and go hiking and go to the lake and go camping and do stuff like that that, you know, maybe I won't be able to do. Well, certainly I won't be able to do a lot of those, but just enjoying this peace and quiet and not taking any medications besides the 3 that I'm taking right now, which is my prenatal pill, my baby aspirin, and the birth control. Oh, and I did find a prenatal pill with DHA at Walmart. It's by Spring Valley, and it's 1 capsule, and it's a gel cap. And thank you to a couple of subscribers who left information about, you know, what brands they have taken or where I could look, because I was finding a lot of prenatal pills that had DHA. They were 2 separate pills, and I really wanted 1 pill because I'm not a very good pill person anyway. So the more I have to take, the more like discouraged I get, and it's like, oh, I don't want to have to take more pills. So it's a big pill, but it goes down pretty easy because it's a soft gel. So I was happy about that. And that's really about it, guys. I don't have any other information as far as that. I know the exciting stuff is coming, so believe me, there'll be some videos coming up here in the next couple of weeks. So just bear with me, and we'll all get through this together. So we will see you next time, and everybody have a great day and a wonderful weekend, because the weekend is right around the corner. Yay! So, yeah, go enjoy your guys this weekend and have fun. Bye.